Alexei sat in a cozy café on the outskirts of the city, lazily stirring his coffee. The evening was cool, and a light autumn rain drummed against the glass. He was used to spending evenings alone, but this time something changed. She entered lightly, like the wind carrying the scent of lilacs. Her eyes, deep and warm, swept across the room before settling on him. Alexei felt a slight excitement, but pretended to be engrossed in his book. Marina approached the counter, ordered a cappuccino, and hesitantly looked around for a free seat. At this hour, the cafe was almost full, leaving her with no choice but to approach the lone man at the table by the window. "Excuse me, may I join you?" she asked softly. Alexei nodded, hiding a smile behind his cup. He had no idea that this evening would change his life. The conversation began with polite pleasantries, but soon they were laughing like old friends. Marina turned out to be an extraordinary conversationalist, intelligent, sincere, with a sparkle in her eyes. She spoke about travel, books, and dreams. Alexei listened, enchanted by her voice, realizing he had never met anyone like her before. Time passed unnoticed. The cafe was already closing when they stepped out into the drizzling rain. Alexei offered to walk Marina home, and after a slight hesitation, she agreed. Along the way, they talked about everything and nothing, and when they reached her house, he felt he didn't want to let her go. "Thank you for the evening," she said, smiling. "Shall we do it again tomorrow?" Alexei asked hesitantly. Marina looked at him for a long moment and nodded. Thus began their story. A love story born on a rainy autumn evening, amidst the aroma of coffee and the warm glow of an old cafe. And with each new day, it only became more beautiful. Marina stood by the window, watching the city lights flicker like distant stars. The night was calm, but her heart raced with anticipation. Alexei had promised to meet her at the little cafe where they had first met, and she couldn't help but wonder if tonight would change everything. Their love had always been passionate yet fragile, like a candle flickering in the wind. They had been through ups and downs, moments of pure happiness and painful misunderstandings. But deep down, Marina knew that Alexei was the only one who truly understood her. A sudden knock on the door pulled her out of her thoughts. Surprised, she opened it to find Alexei standing there, breathless, holding a single red rose. "I couldn't wait," he said with a nervous smile. "I needed to see you." Marina felt a lump in her throat. "Alexei, what is it?" He took a deep breath. "I don't want to lose you. I know I've made mistakes, but I love you. And if you still feel the same, I want us to start over. No more doubts, no more fears. Just us." Tears welled up in Marina's eyes. She had waited so long to hear these words. Slowly, she took the rose from his hand and whispered, "Then let's begin again." As Alexei pulled her into his arms, the city outside faded away. In that moment, nothing else mattered. Only their love, strong enough to survive anything.